Hey, I'm starting a new series on budget games called Fantastic $5 Games. The goal is to recommend great games that are $5 or less in about 5 minutes. These are going to vary between short, experimental, and straight up arcade. Hopefully, something for everyone on a budget of time or money. The first game I want to talk about is Mining Mechs. This $3 game is all about, and this should come at no surprise, mining. A lot of mining. There's no combat or any other pressures like fuel to worry about. The only concern you have is how much dirt or minerals you can store in the mech before having to return to the surface. There's no fail state, meaning you can't lose in this game. Perhaps you're one of the few who knows the flash game MacLeod and are thinking Mining Mechs looks a lot like it. That would be because Mining Mechs is heavily, very heavily inspired by MacLeod. Mining Mechs has a story that pushes you to dig and gives you financial incentives to do so, which is fine and not really exciting. I'm glad I saw the end of the game because it's pretty cute, but the story isn't enough. It would be a lot better if you felt driven to mine down from deep within your soul. Now, all games need to work within some limitations. In order to simplify the map, Mining Mechs works on a grid. It's 50 blocks across and 1,000 blocks deep. Note that the coordinate system is shown to you in the top right corner, and you're going to need it if you want to remember where anything is. Anyway, you must wait for each block to be mined completely, which doesn't seem that bad at first, but if you're in a mech that isn't upgraded, it can take quite a long time once you get deep enough. It's a deterrent, and so some grinding might be required to collect ore and upgrade. I find waiting to be excruciating, and there's a lot to dig to complete the game. The mining is simple, but I enjoyed it. Repetitive, but soothing in a mindless way. For some reason, I enjoy mining in many games, so maybe I'm predispositioned to enjoying Mining Mechs. You do need to learn how to mine in a specific way to be successful though. This is because the mech cannot mine upwards. If you dig too far down, then there's no way to go up and reach the ore you were looking for. You would have to somehow get above the ore to reach it. And if that means going all the way back to the top of the world, that could take a long time. It's best to add a few side paths to come back to later if you need them. So I was thoughtfully picking which blocks I was going to mine and the order I was going to do it in. As I said, your mech has limits on how much dirt and ore it can carry. Once either of those bars is full, you can't dig that up. You're forced to return to the surface where you can unload it all. This takes a lot of time. I'm happy the game goes into super speed mode as you fall or fly up, but it still feels like it takes forever. I would alt-tab out of the game as I was falling. I wasn't worried since nothing can kill me down there. Mining Mechs does offer a teleport to the surface you can purchase for 1,000, but that has a 5-minute cooldown. After a certain point, that money is well spent getting back to the top as fast as possible. Another way the game tries to slow you down is giant boulders that you must blow up. I realize you can dig around them, but having a straight shaft is extremely beneficial. It's so much easier to get to the top. So bring plenty of bombs and use them liberally. There's also a little side hustle you can set up by piping into a mine. If you can lead some piping into a mine, it will start generating money for you. I'm not sure how useful it is, but I did enjoy it as a break from the main mission. I could focus on getting that sweet passive income for a moment. Moving on to the cooperative play. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to try it. While speeding everything up, I don't think it would be ideal. Mining Mechs works fine playing alone, and I would rather play other games with my friends. I'm sure it would be fine, but I don't think it's going to deliver the same calm experience or exciting thrills you can typically get in a cooperative game. Overall, Mining Mechs is fun, and I finished it in about 7 hours. That's some real value. I think you know exactly what you're getting into with this one. I realize without combat, it's not going to be for everyone. But as I said, this is a relaxing game with a cute story. I do think a little more action would have been fun, but I can't complain at this price. The developer does have plans to expand the game in the future if you would rather wait and see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, I've set up a new Steam curator for this series, which has a link in the description below if you want to follow it that way. Thanks for watching.